Welcome to episode 48 of FrannyDoMakes. My name is Fran. I'm joining you today from a sunny but cold Leeds in the north of England in West Yorkshire. And today I'm going to talk about all the things that I've been making and creating over the last 2 weeks. And that includes knitting and spinning. And a cross stitch. I'll go and get it. Right, so if that's your kind of thing and you'd like to sit down and join me, please grab yourself a cup of something nice, grab your project, and we'll have a little chat. I'm a bit out of breath now. So today I have 2 finished objects. I have, well, 3 really. A half finished object, some acquisitions, and something extra. So let's get going. If you would like to find where I am elsewhere on the internet, you can find me online as at FrannyDoMakes on most places. So on Instagram and Ravelry and Threads and TikTok even. You can find me on Facebook as well, and also if you want to know what I've talked about today, any information about the links for dyers or patterns or designers or anything, that's all on the website, which is www.frannydo.co.uk. So all that'll be over there. Do I need to say anything else? No, today is Monday, it's the 4th of March. This will probably go up on Wednesday. I'm drinking out of my ET mug, which is one of those ones that changes colour. I've got a biscuit brew. I've had my hair cut this morning, so it's a little bit short and a bit flat. It's always a bit flat when the hairdresser does it. Get my breath back. Okay, so what's on the wall? We can do that. It's the same as was on last week, and I didn't even mention it last week, but it is the Twist and Turns shawl by Stephen West. Yeah, all the information is in my projects on Ravelry if you want that information. Let me just turn that noise off. There we go. So I'll start with my first finished object, which is what I am wearing. It's just dried this morning and it feels absolutely lovely. So this is my Cosy Classic Light. Let me stand up. I'll step away for you. There you go. So this is the Cosy Classic Light. It is a pattern by Jessie May Designs, and she does it in this light 4-ply version, or also in a double knit version as well. The original pattern I think is cropped sort of like this length, but I have a ridiculously long torso, so that's not how I did it. I also wanted it to be longer because I wanted to use up as much of the yarn as I could. So it is a top-down raglan with these lifted. It has lifted increases for the increases. And I chose to do mine striped with decreases for the arms, and I did a bit of shaping just on before the band at the bottom. So there we go. So I'll sit down and we'll talk some more about it. Is that where I was before? Can't really remember. Okay. So this is, it's a 4-ply top-down raglan. I knit the size medium, although I did cast on the neckline as the size small and then increased to the medium. I think I could probably have done increases at the neckline, then maybe this wouldn't be as deep because my armpit is like up here, so it's quite deep is the raglan, but I don't think you really notice it once it's on. The yarns that I've used are I've still got some in the ball here. So the red is some, is this? There you go. This is from Truly Hooked, and it is called Roxanne. I had 2 balls of that, and then the contrast colour is this variegated from Lockwood Fibres. This was a monthly yarn club colourway from a couple of years ago. So I have used the recommended needles. So that was a 3.75 needle for the body and a 3mm for the ribbon, and a 2.75 for the cast on. I don't know if I did that or not, I can't remember. Bust. So my bust is a 35 inches, and I've gone for the medium, which was a 40-inch bust. And I don't know if it is the size that is in the pattern. I didn't measure it to that. I measured it to a jumper that I already have, and it's the same size as that, which is a size 10, I think. Right, so altogether I've used 272 grams of yarn to make this, and you can see that it is plenty long enough and has full long sleeves. And I've still got leftovers from that, so you could easily make one. I would say the medium and maybe the large size with maybe a shorter sleeve or a slightly cropped length with 3 skeins, I would say. So I've got 14 and a bit, 20 grams left of the red, and more or less the same of the contrast colour. So not much left at all really, which is good. I would have preferred it to be hardly nothing left at all, but that'll be enough to put in some blankets and some leftover sort of projects, so that's fine. I'm really happy with the fit. Really happy with it. I'm glad that I didn't do the larger size for the neckband, because I think that would have been really quite wide. This is a nice, I don't like mine too wide. That's quite a nice neckband. The yarn's blocked out lovely and soft. I did do, where have they gone? I did joggler stripes on the back. I don't know if you can see. But some of the there's a few weird stitches in the back because of weaving in ends and things like that. And sometimes you can see like this bit here. The red in the variegated sort of pooled a bit in one place. It did it on the neckband as well, so it's quite red in the back there. But I didn't mind on my neckband because you won't see it anyway. So, well, I wouldn't see it. So, going forward down from that, I cut the yarn and moved it on a bit, or I'd knit from the inside of the ball, just so it was sort of almost like alternating skeins. So they're a bit more stripy, and there were more ends to weave in basically. But I did weave in as I went, so there was less to do at the end. And there's a bit of a tail poking through there. Fixed it. Sort that out. But on the arms, I couldn't be bothered doing the joggler stripes, so there's a few jimpy bits here. I did also, I was worried that I was going to run out of the red, but obviously I haven't. So I didn't keep the same amount of rows on the sleeves, so they slowly get shallower to the stripes, and then I knit quite a large cuff there in the contrast. I've never made a fingering weight jumper before and it feels really nice. I will definitely make it again. You could easily fade it or have colour block it or something. It would work out really nice. And it's such a simple pattern. I really enjoyed it, and there's lots of extra bits in it, so when you get the pattern you also get like an extra document that has like everybody that test knit it, so they all say how they found the fit and if they would knit it again, would they change anything. I don't think I'd change anything. Oh, like I said, I might do less increases, but I like the width here, so I don't know if just increasing here would it make that, it should make that less deep, shouldn't it? I don't know. I'll have to try it next time if I make another one. But I do have some lovely I have 3 skeins of this lovely blue sparkle from Les Family Yarn that I was going to make a jumper with, so maybe I could make one of these in that and still have some left over for a pair of socks probably. And it's a nice open gauge, it's not too tight, it's very loosey goosey and got a lovely drape on it. So yeah, I'm very happy with my finished item, and it's just right in the length. I'm really pleased with it. I think it might be my favourite thing that I've made. Oh, I don't know, I do love my Tolster and I do love my Felix. It's hard, isn't it? You love them all, don't you? Right, anyway, so that's enough about that one. My next finished item you'll have seen on my Instagram if you're on there. So I finished my West Yorkshire Spinners tinsel socks. So these were my February Lucky Dip skein of yarn. They're so sparkly. So they're just a vanilla sock with an afterthought heel. I did them toe up. Yes, I did. I did them toe up, 2 at a time on magic loop, using a 2.25mm needle. I ran out of the green contrast there. I had just a little bit. No, I'd run out and I had to add a bit of the green out of here onto the end of one of them just to do the finish off the bind off. So then I had to use some more, another contrast. So I used some West Yorkshire Spinners Cherry Drop, which is blowing out like nobody's business, but there you go. So they are my West Yorkshire Spinners tinsel. Let me know if you've used this yarn, the sparkly yarn by West Yorkshire Spinners, because I've never used the sparkle before. How have you found it when it washed? Because somebody commented on my post saying that they washed theirs just in a normal wash and it felted. I mean, I always wash my socks on a 20-degree wool wash in my machine, and all my others come out fine. So I don't know whether to maybe knit a little swatch of it and then wash that. But yeah, let me know if you've used this yarn and you've washed it and it's been fine. Let me know how it went. So there we go, they can go in the sock box. I don't know if there's a right lot I can tell you about those, they're just vanilla socks. But I managed to get them. That's 2 pairs of socks done this year, 1 for each month, so I'm pleased with that. And my next finished item is some spinning. So every Wednesday after work, after school on a Wednesday when I'm at work, Minnie goes to her grandma's and she stays for tea until she comes back a bit later. So I have about an hour or so to myself before she comes home, and I have to make tea for me and Mr. B. So I use that time to do some spinning. And this is the latest spin that I have. So the yarn is some Shetland fibre from this company, which is Snow Day Spinning. There you go. I got this on Etsy, but I don't think their shop is open at the moment. I don't know. It was a while that I bought this. So I applied it, I spun it up on my Electric Eel Nano singles. This is what the singles looked like. So I think I am getting my singles quite uniform now. This worked out about a fingering weight for the singles. So I applied them together. This is about a DK worsted. Now I was following some instructions from Gillian Eve, who does lots of spinning. I was trying to make it like a balanced yarn, so when I was plying I was letting it drop so that it would hang nicely without twisting all up. But I'm not sure if it's worked out a little bit underplied. Because I'd done one half of the half of the bobbins basically, because I'd filled them right up, and I'd done one lot of it and it looked so loose that I just put it through again just to tighten it up a little bit. I mean, there are some bits that are quite overspun, overplied, and then others that are not, so, but I suppose that's the nature of it. I love the colours that have come out. It's about 75 grams, this one, and as I said, about DK to worsted, I think. I've no idea how many meters it is. I'm going to skein it back up. I'm going to put it back on the, I'm going to ball it up, basically cake it up on my ball winder, and I'm maybe going to make an emotional support chicken outfit. And then I just did the singles just to have, I'll probably hold them double with something and put them in a blanket. But yeah, I think it's looking better. So this was my first handspun. I don't know, I don't think it looks that much different. It feels more relaxed. Maybe that's better, that it's a slightly looser ply. I don't know. If you're a spinner, let me know if you can give me any tips. I like it though, and I'll use it. I'll do something with it anyway. What have I got next? Works in progress. Right, because I finished my socks, I wanted to cast on my next lot of Lucky Dip. So Minnie dug into the bag of wrapped up presents and picked out a skein of yarn. So I am making another pair of vanilla, because it's another self-striping. These are for my sister. Let me get the ball band for you. This is some James C. Brett Funny Feets. Funny Feets. And this is the one that has bamboo. It is superwash wool, polyamide and bamboo. I can't see the percentages because it's ripped on that part. But this is the first sock. Now I had a bit of trouble. I was going to do them 2 at a time, but I had a bit of trouble finding what the pattern repeat was, because it doesn't say on the, it doesn't have a little picture on here, and I couldn't find anybody else that had knit it up on Ravelry. When I searched for the number, it just didn't come up. Obviously people must have done, but I couldn't find them. So, but basically it's got these thick stripes and then thin ones. Yeah, but it was quite hard to pick, so they're not going to be matching. So here's where I am with the second sock. So it's sort of there, look. But whatever. I'm so sure she won't mind. Again, someone else said something about this yarn and said that it the colour fastness was a bit rubbish. I don't know. What can you do? So these were cuffed down, heel flap and gusset, and a sort of rounded-ish toe. There. And yeah, that's knit up really fast. So that's one sock done, and I'm almost to the heel. I've got about 20 more rows before the heel starts. That is on a 2.5mm needle and is 64 stitches. Oh, it's 50% wool, 25% bamboo and 25% polyamide. They feel quite nice. It's not as fluffy as the West Yorkshire Spinners. This has got a bit of a, it's woollier wool is that. So I think maybe the bamboo makes them a little bit softer. Who knows? We'll see how they turn out and how they wash. There we go. So that's socks number 3 for this year. Now because I finished those socks, did I finish those? Or I'd finished my cowl the other week. I thought I was allowed to cast on something new. So I have caked up this lovely yarn. Which is again some bamboo yarn. These are from Mamie and Florrie. This is their merino bamboo, 80% merino and 20% bamboo 4-ply. It has 400 meters to 100 grams, and I have got it in the colourways Oklahoma. It's much brighter than that. It's more, if it was in a shadow, it's more that than it is that. So it's like a really bright fluorescent pink almost, and then this sort of minty green, which is greener than is coming up, so it's totally different colours to what you're seeing altogether. What can you do? Okay, so I am making with them all about that brioche shawl, which is a pattern by Maliha Designs. Maliha Designs, I'm not sure. All about that brioche it's called. So it's a triangular shawl. I think it has a slight curve. Do you see how that's sort of curving there and on the outside edge? So it's pretty much garter stitch, and then it has 2 colour brioche and then more garter stitch of the contrast colour. So not a difficult shawl, but I wanted something else to cast on, so that's what I did. So that's living in my lovely bag from Jackie. That's Soft Accents. So yeah, label there. Yep. So I've only just started that. I've only been working on that a couple of times. But that's a nice easy TV knitting thing. It's a 6-row repeat for the increases, but it's quite easy to follow them. I just put a stitch marker on the first row that I do, and then I know if I've done 1, 2, 3. So there you can see that I'm on my next row will be my first row in the repeat, because it's 1, 2, 3. And my stitch marker on there is one from Flame Knits, and that's a little ice cream cone. It's a hand made glass ice cream. Go with some mint chocolate chips. So I will put that further up so I know where I am when I next show you it, where we've got to. There we go. Not much to say about that, but I've had, that's going to be a tick from my bingo card that I'm doing with Helen from Giddy Yarns, as I wanted to do a brioche project. So that's one. This is another. This is a half a one, because stupidly I put Cosy Classic Light and Whitmore. Anyway, maybe that'll have to be my next sweater cast on. That's also red. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I don't know if I'd shown this last time or how far I'd got on it, but this is my, maybe I'd only done one. I think I've only done one more thing on it, but I'll show you anyway because it hasn't been out of the bag for a while. But I might take this as my car knitting when I go to East Anglia. This is my Speltas. That's the wrong way. It's my Speltas wrap, which is a pattern by Samantha Troyer, and it just works up in little wedges all the way along. This is using my advent calendar from Siobhan's Crafts. I think the last time I showed you I was on that one, that's where the little unicorn is. Ooh. There. So I've done this one here. The next one I think is a green one. Is it this? I think it's this one. I think these are a little bit bright for me, but anyway. I'm keeping going. I think when it's all done it'll be nice. So that's living in a big Emma ball bag that my sister got me for Christmas with the knitting gnomes on it. So I need to get that out and get working on that. My other thing that I've been working on is my cross stitch. I think last time I showed you I'd done just one of the dragons, and now I've got another dragon done. So this is the Enchanted Realms pattern stitch along kit from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So I'm partway through this other dragon there, and the next part has come out, which has got mermaids on it. Obviously I'm way behind and I'm not going to keep up with it, but it's nice to do. There we go. And that's the, you see it's all blurred out, so you don't know what you're doing. but it comes with all the bits and pieces on it. I think that's everything that I've been working on. And but I do have an acquisition that's just arrived this morning. So I have signed up for Green Lambkin Yarns Blanket Club, which is the Secret Treasure Box Blanket Club, which is for 4 DK minis every month, and you can either choose the normal yarn or the sparkle yarn. So I've chosen the sparkle yarn, and they've literally, excuse the rustling, have just come in this morning. So if you've not got yours, then you might want to look away, and I'll tell you when you can look back again. Okay, so look away now. How nice are these? I like this one. I like this one a lot. And ooh, look at that. I'll try not to say too much about them. Right, I'm putting them down now, so you can look back again if you have not got yours yet. I am going to be crocheting up some more squares for my Hygge, how do you say it? Hygge burst blanket. I haven't got that with me. There you go. So what time are we on? 2:30. Okay. Right, so lastly, I have a little surprise for you, lovely viewers. So next week is my birthday. So the 12th of March is my birthday. And lovely Jackie of Soft Accents, my favourite bag lady. Not that she's a bag lady. She makes bags. The Farai project bags with the lovely African print fabrics. Jackie had sent a little present for the podcast as a giveaway for the podiversary, but obviously that's past now. But I will do a little birthday giveaway as well. So Jackie has sent this beautiful bag as a giveaway prize, which, it's lovely. And also inside it is a little extra little notions pouch with a zip, some lovely green fabric on the inside. So with Jackie's bags you get lovely big pockets. You get 2 extra pockets on the inside. You get a little ring to hang your stitch markers on. It's lovely lined. It's got a nice square bottom so it stands up nicely, and this is your medium sized one, so you could get like a 3 skein shawl, I would say, in this, or a t-shirt. I could have got this in, I think, easily in this bag. There you go. It's a lovely prize. So thank you so much, Jackie, for sending this in. I'm really, really pleased with it. So if you would like to win Jackie's lovely bag, what shall we say? Leave me a comment. Just leave me a comment wishing me happy birthday for next week. That's all you have to do. Just leave me a comment saying happy birthday, and that'd be lovely. And then I'll pop you in the pot for the giveaway for that bag. Right then, so that is everything for today. Yes, that's everything for today. If you have been watching along with my Craft Everyday short videos for my fundraiser for the Motor Neurone Disease Association. Thank you for watching along with those, and thank you for donating if you have done. If you haven't, I will pop the link down in the description box below if you would like to. It's on a Just Giving page. It was previously on a Facebook thing and I didn't like that, so it's just on a Just Giving so anyone can go on it. And so far we've raised about £280, which is amazing. I'm only 4 days in, so that's brilliant. So I will be doing a video every day, just a short one, just saying what I'm crafting on that day. Yeah, so that's there. And then also this weekend is East Anglia Yarn Fest, which I will be there with my friend Becky and Kirsty. We are driving down, me and Becky are driving down, and our friend Kirsty lives in Norfolk, so she's going to meet us and come to the yarn show. Kirsty is not a knitter or crochet in any form, but she's come along just to spend some time with us, and then, you know, she might get something. There's going to be plenty of vendors there. So if you are there, I am going to be an official podcaster, so I'll have my lanyard on. And there is a little meetup, I think, that Martin from Knit365 is running, so I will pop along to that. Last year it was about 2 o'clock, but I'm sure it'll say somewhere. But I will no doubt be wearing my jumper because it's finished, so if you spot this floating about, it'll be me. So please come say hello. Let me know that you watch or that you know who I am. If I don't know who you are, please bear in mind that I can't see you. So sometimes people say hiya and I'm like, I don't know who you are. At the best of times I don't know who people are because my memory for faces is not a great one. So if I look a bit blank when you say hello, please remind me that you just watched my podcast, and then I will know why you're talking to me. So yeah, please come say hello, and yeah, I will be there most of the day. In fact, on Saturday I will be there on the Saturday. I won't be there on the Sunday because we'll be coming home, but Saturday I'll be there. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you if you're also going. If not, have a lovely 2 weeks ahead of you. Please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Enjoy your crafting time, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye!